Okay, class. So now we're going into the next section, chapter 2, 2.2, and we're going to be working on page 51 from your book, 2.2 problem sets. So the first set of problems says express the following fractions as percent, round to the nearest whole percent. So 6, 7. So basically, we can just go ahead and put it into our calculator, or you can go ahead and do it the old fashioned way and divide. I went ahead and plugged this into my calculator, and I got 6 divided by 7. Let me change the color. We get 0. What in the world? 0.857. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and round that off. So we're gonna look at our 5, and the next number next to it is a 7. So we know that we're gonna increase that 5 by 1. So then we get 0.86, and we're gonna multiply that by 100. Because remember, we want a percent. So anytime we want a percent, we multiply by 100. So 0.86 times 100 give us 86%. And remember also, if you would like to do it the other way, in which you just move the decimal spaces 2 spaces to the right whenever you're converting fractions to percent, we look at the decimal and then we move 2 spaces to the right. Okay, so that would also give us our 86%. So let's do number 3. So if I plug 1/4 into the calculator, I get 0.25. Okay, and if I want to do it just by what we've learned and move our decimals 2 spaces to the right, because we're converting decimal to percent, that would give us 25%. Okay, moving on to the next one. So if I plug 0.5 divided by 100, I get 0.05. Again, if I want to convert to percent, I just multiply by 100, or I can move my decimal 2 spaces to the right, which would give me 5%. Okay, again, I'm just working on the odd numbers. If you need additional help, please email me, and I can go over the even numbers with you if you want, or we can go over some other problems. Let's move on to the next section. Okay, so express the following ratios as percent. So remember what we said about our, where'd it go? About our ratios. If we see the colon, we just change that colon to a fraction. So then 1.5 over 4.65. Plug that into calculator and you get 0.3225. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and look at our problem. And so looking at the 5 next to the 2, so we're going to go ahead and increase that 2 by 1. So we're left with 0.323 multiplied by 100, because again, we're converting our ratio to a fraction, and then from a fraction to a decimal, and then from a decimal to a percent. And by doing that, we have to multiply by 100. So then our answer becomes 32.3%. Another thing that you can do again is just move the decimal spaces 2 spaces to the right and add our percent at the end. Number 9. Let me just, why does it do that? Can't erase. Okay, let's just leave it that. So number 9, same thing. We're gonna go ahead and convert our ratio into a fraction first. So 1 divided by 10,000, that gives us 0.001. And we're going to go ahead and, oh, I'm missing a 0. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, missing a 0. There we go. So what we can go ahead and do, if we want to convert that into a fraction, just move our decimal 2 spaces to the right, and we get 0.01%. Okay. Let's go ahead and do number 10, just so we do 3 problems from this section. So the same thing. We look that we have a ratio, and we're going to convert that into a fraction first. So 1 divided by 6, or 1 over 6, a fraction. Plug it into our calculator, and we get 0.166, and so forth. We're going to round off. So looking at the 6, and the number next to it is greater than 5. So we're going to go ahead and add 1 to that 6. And we're left with 0.1. I think I was missing a 6. 0.167. Sorry, there was another 6 up here. And again, we're going to multiply by 100, or move our decimal 2 spaces to the right. And so we get 16.7%. Okay. Now let's go ahead and move to the next set of problems. Okay, so convert the, sorry, forgot a T there. Convert the following percent to fractions, then reduce to the lowest term. So number 11, 50%. So what did we say percent meant? Anything over, I mean, not anything, but the number over 100. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of the percent and put the number 50 over 100. That's basically how we convert percent to fraction. And we can go ahead and reduce this fraction by 50. Yeah, 50. And we get 1/2. Okay. So the same thing with number 12. Let's do it again. So again, we're going to get rid of the percent, and we're going to set up our fraction. So 2, our number over, and that percent just basically means over 100. That number over 100 would convert our percent to fractions. And we can go ahead and reduce this fraction by dividing by 2 on both the numerator and the denominator. And we get 1/50. Okay, 1/50. So let's move on to the next section. So convert the following percent to decimal. So again, first we're going to have to get rid of that percent. So we're going to convert it into a fraction first. So remember, converting into a fraction just means getting rid of that percent and writing the number again over 100. Correct? Now we can go ahead and plug this into our handy dandy calculator. 6 divided by 100 gives us 0.06. And that's our decimal. And so number 15, again, so we said the same thing. Get rid of that percent, convert it into a fraction first. So 126 divided by 100. And then plug it into our calculator and we get 1.26. Okay. And let's move to the next section, and we're almost done with 2.2. Okay, so calculate the following, round to the nearest hundredth when necessary. So number 17, 20% of 60. So an important thing right here is whenever you see the word of, that means that we're going to be multiplying. Okay? And then the next thing that we have to do is convert our percent to decimal. So that, what did we say? Get rid of the percent and move our decimal spaces 2 spaces to the left. So we're going to move 2 spaces to the left. So our answer becomes 0.20. Okay? Times 60. And just plug it into our calculator and our answer becomes 12. Okay? The same thing with the next one. So we have our percent. So that means that we're just going to move our decimal 2 spaces to the left. So it becomes 1.10. And remember what we said, the word of. Of means that we're going to be multiplying times 70. And that is equal to 77. Okay, so this concludes our section 2.2. Again, if you need additional help, please email me. I can't stress it enough. I can help you. We can discuss it over online, going to another conference, private conference on one-to-one, or you can go ahead and meet Mrs. Palacios in the classroom on Mondays if you would like. Just make sure that you email her to let her know that you want to meet with her in class and discuss any additional problems that you have. Okay? Again, don't stress. Please email me, get together with myself or with Mrs. Palacios. We really want you guys to succeed in this class, and we're here to help you. So I can't stress that enough. Okay, class? So see you in the next video. Bye-bye.